It's the Sports Pod, sponsored by BetRightNow.com.
You can't ever stop wagering.
And now, here's your host, Gary Gaper.
Now let's get into the big story on the NBA betting scandal. You know how after a messy divorce, somebody says, maybe one of your friends, you know what? This was the best thing that ever happened to me. You roll your eyes until 6 months later, they've lost 20 pounds, bought a new car, and started smiling again. That's what this NBA betting scandal might be for the league. Yeah, it looks ugly right now, but long term, it might actually save basketball.
Going to the doctor? Bet on your blood test results today with your friends at SuckerBet6969. Download the app now.
So here's what we know. Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, Damon Jones, all wrapped up in an alleged mix of illegal betting and/or rigged poker games, with some sprinkling of old-school organized crime flavor. 34 arrests, 11 states, millions of dollars involved. Now the easy take here is, oh no, gambling's destroying sports. But the smarter take, this is what happens when you finally turn the lights on. And before I tell you all about the seedy world of organized crime, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Hello, podcast listener. I've got an exciting offer for you from Draft Clown Sportsbook. I'm a seductive British voice actress who is passionate about American football and certainly not a siren beckoning your life to the metaphorical rocks. If you sign up today using promo code CUCKFANI, we will triple the points that your starting running back scores in the game. And if he fumbles the ball, our swarm of Chinese reply bots will spam his direct messages with threats to him and his family. You know you can trust Draft Clown Sportsbook because we're backed by money from Wall Street, pension funds, and have former players with CTE-induced speech slurring doing our commercials. They're not desperate for money. They simply love what our fantasy sportsbook has to offer. That's Draft Clowns, where we make your pathetic life even more of a joke.
See, for decades, bookmaking, sports betting was like the NBA secret affair. Everybody knew it was happening, but it was always happening in the dark. Then the Supreme Court said, fine, make it legal. And suddenly, that secret affair became a marriage. Messy, sure, but honest. Because here's the truth. You can't clean up what you can't see. And before we get further into the scandal, let's talk about tonight's game and my hot picks pick of the week.
Now, the Gamble and Grow 100% Lock of the Week. Regrow your hair while you wager with the Gamble and Grow app.
The spread here is 10.5, and the over-under is at 205. I like the under here, and let's just say I have a hunch that a star player isn't going to be in the game tonight. And if you want to take advantage, if you want to wager on this one, you've got to try out today's sponsor, Gamble and Grow Sportsbook and Hair Loss Supplements, the world's first synthesis of live in-game wagering algorithms and proprietary hair loss treatment for men. No whores. It's a company that's revolutionizing the way you defy both the odds and aging. I personally use it, and the results have been stunning. I've always said that if this podcast ever gets big, I'll do a video where I fly to Turkey with Tim Pool and we each get hair transplants. Luckily, my hair situation is covered until then, thanks to our friends at Gamble and Grow. Use promo code BALDINCEL to receive a special welcome bonus and free shipping on your first order. When betting is illegal, corruption festers in the shadows. When betting is legal and regulated, the FBI, the sports books, and even the leagues have the data to catch the bad actors. Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, Damon Jones didn't get caught because gambling suddenly got worse. They got caught because oversight got better. The system worked. You know what the story really is? It's proof of concept. And look, I get it. This feels like the part of the divorce where the lawyers are still arguing over who gets the dog. But sometimes you've got to go through a little drama. to get to the healthy relationship. The NBA and gambling are learning boundaries right now. They're drawing up the prenup. They're figuring out what's allowed and what's not. That's not the end of the marriage. That's how you make it work. Because let's be honest, people love betting. They always have. The moment man invented the ball, somebody else bet on who could throw it farther. And it's not the first time in history we've ever experienced a betting scandal or some sort of illegal bookmaking. This has been going on a long time, folks. Legal betting doesn't ruin sports. It energizes them. It makes Tuesday night games matter. It keeps fans engaged. And now it's one of the most transparent, trackable ecosystems in entertainment. The danger wasn't legalization. It was the pretending it didn't exist. But you know who do exist? Our amazing sponsors.
Each night you waste a full 8 hours sleeping and dreaming. Dreaming about things that don't even make sense, like why am I having tea with my third grade teacher inside of a pyramid? What if you could take back your dreams and finally get to place prop bets on cricket matches on the other side of the world? Now you can, with Snooze and Lose Somnambulant Sportsbook. You simply download the app and schedule a surgery to have a chip planted inside your brain. Then, our South Asian customer service representatives will assist you in placing bets around the globe while you sleep. Lucid dreaming. Try a 12-team parlay on a sport you've never seen before with players whose names you can't pronounce. Sign up today with our promo code FISTYR and then the peach emoji and receive a $200 bonus to get started. At Snooze and Lose Somnambulant Sportsbook, every dream is a long shot.
So yeah, some insiders got stupid. Billups allegedly mixed it up in a rigged poker circuit. Rozier might have shared inside info on his injuries. But think about what that means. They got caught. Fast. Not 20 years, not after the damage was done. Now. That's not a scandal. That's accountability. If this were 2005, it would have been whispers and rumors and sources say. In 2025, it's indictments, receipts, and data trails. That's progress. In a weird way, this scandal is like a couple airing their dirty laundry in therapy. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Yeah, you're crying in front of strangers. But that's how you rebuild trust. Transparency isn't the enemy. Silence is. And if you'll allow me to go silent for a break here, we've got another exciting offer for you from one of our wonderful sponsors.
Have you grown tired of parlays and prop bets that don't quite give you the action that you desire? Have entire weekends spent obsessing over semi-literates running around with a ball alienated you from your wife or girlfriend? If so, you need to try Football Fetish Bet 365.com's enhanced wagers to really put something on the line. Pick any game or player and simply put up $1,000 on the outcome of your choice. If you win, not only do you get the money, but we will also connect you to a live chat with your favorite OF model. Don't worry, it's totally legit and not at all an AI chatbot. However, if you lose, your local team's offensive guard and middle linebacker will get to have time with your wife, girlfriend, or sister. Boston Crab, anyone? Don't think she'll go for it. She's seen you worship other men like they're demigods. She probably already thought about it F-word. Need higher stakes? That's what's on the line at footballfetishbet365.com.
The people screaming that sports betting is ruining the game sound like the friend who tells you, never get married again. All relationships fail. No. Bad relationships fail. Smart ones evolve. It's sort of like business. Steve Jobs and Apple evolved. The NBA is evolving. It's learning to live with gambling. Responsibly. Publicly. Transparently. And that's healthier than sneaking around with the bookies in the dark. So yeah, right now, it looks like chaos. There are arrests, headlines, and statements about people being deeply disturbed. But this is just the storm before the calm. Because you know what's worse than the NBA with a gambling scandal? The NBA without one. Because it means the corruption is still hiding. Sometimes you got to walk through the divorce to find the right marriage. And if the NBA learns to set boundaries, enforce accountability, and own its relationship with betting, this league's going to come out stronger. So don't panic. This isn't the end of basketball's innocence. It's the start of its adulthood. The game's not broken. It's just learning to live honestly. And that, my friends, is what healthy relationships and healthy leagues are built on.
Yeah. Ready for the thrill, place your bets in seconds, live odds updated in real time, never miss a moment. Feel the rush as you back your team, up the stakes. Join Bet Pro now, where every play could pay out. Seamless deposits, lightning fast withdrawals. Step into the action and own the game. New users get a risk-free bet up to 50. Stack bonuses as you score big on every fixture. Track live scores, cash out early if you choose. Dive into daily promos and special matchups. Big pros got the edge. Your winning starts here. Turn predictions into payouts. Feel the victory. Download the app, sign up with no delay. Bet Pro, place it back and win it. Bet Pro, bet like a pro, brand lean like a pro. From kickoff to final whistle, we've got you covered. Download now and ignite your game day passion. Seize the moment, stack the odds in your favor. Bet Pro.